Hey, you. Yeah, you. Don't look away. I know what you're thinking. Oh, not another sappy love story. Well, if you don't want to hear it, just scroll away. Go on. Get out of here. But if you're still around when I'm done, then maybe this tale might just be the one to steal your heart. Okay, so let's begin. For years, Emily kept a box beneath her bed filled with unsent letters. Each one was written late at night when her heart was too full to stay silent. They were addressed to Lily, her best friend, her secret love, the girl who had been both her sunshine and her ache since high school. In every letter, Emily poured out the words she could never say aloud. How Lily's laugh made the world brighter. How her absence left silence too heavy to bear. How love had bloomed quietly and fiercely and hopelessly in Emily's chest. She never mailed them, though, afraid of losing the only friendship that mattered most. One day, years later, they sat together, watching the sunset bleed across the sky. The familiar ache in Emily's chest tightened, threatening to spill over. She reached for a letter. The words "I love you" scrunched in her hand like a paper crane, and a single tear fell onto the page. Suddenly, Lily reached into her own bag and pulled out a weathered notebook. With trembling hands, she opened it and showed Emily pages filled with words, confessions, longings, love, each one written for her. Emily froze. Her breath caught in her throat. She could only stare as Lily closed the notebook, her face ashen, mirroring the turmoil in Emily's chest. With shaky voices, they began to speak, years of unspoken words tumbling out. Emily learned that while she had been hiding her feelings in unsent letters, Lily had been writing them too. All those nights when Lily stayed up late, pouring her heart onto the pages. She had hoped for a confession, a promise of forever, a shared sunrise. But Emily had remained, silent, trapped in her own labyrinth of fear and longing. As the sun dipped below the horizon, leaving them in the soft, fluting twilight, Lily spoke, her voice barely a whisper. "Why didn't you tell me?" The question hung between them, heavy with unspoken emotions. Emily looked down at the letters in her hands, the words blurring through her tears. "I was scared," she admitted, her voice cracking. "I thought if you knew, things would change. I thought I'd lose you." Lily reached out, her fingers tracing the lines on Emily's palms. "I know," she said softly, her thumb brushing away a tear. "I was scared, too." "Of what?" "Of losing you. But more than that, I was scared of losing myself, of losing us." They sat in silence for a moment, the weight of unspoken feelings pressing down on them. Then Lily did something unexpected. She took a deep breath and smiled, a shaky, bittersweet smile. "Well," she said, "here we are." She gestured to the letters in Emily's hands. "Better late than never, right?" And in that moment, Emily laughed, a sound that broke the tension and brought tears to Lily's eyes. She stood up, walked over to the window, and turned to face the darkening sky. The first stars were beginning to appear, pinpricks of light against the deep blue canvas. "What now?" she asked softly. Emily got up, too, and joined her, their shoulders touching. She looked down at the letters, then back at Lily. "I don't know," she whispered, "but I know we'll figure it out together." And so they did. They spent the night talking, sharing dreams and fears, hopes and memories. By the time the sun began to rise, they had made a plan. Emily would take a leap of faith and follow her dreams, whatever they may be. And Lily, well, Lily promised to be there waiting, to catch Emily should she fall. As the first rays of sunlight streamed through the window, they held each other close, knowing that their love, like the sun, was a constant in a changing world. Emily never did send those letters, but somehow their hearts had always known. They had found their way to each other, after all. Isn't that what stories like this are all about? Two souls finding solace in the vast expanse of the universe, proving that sometimes all it takes is a little leap of faith and a whole lot of love to make the impossible possible. So if you're out there thinking your happily ever after is just a fantasy, remember Emily and Lily's story. Love knows no bounds, my friend. And sometimes all it needs is a little bit of courage to conquer all. Until next time.